Hi, welcome to The Shed. We're here at Gen 2017 in New Orleans. I'm with jazz education legend Jamey Aebersold, celebrating his 50th year in the music ed world. Jamey, thank you for talking with us today.
My pleasure.
So we have a bunch of students that are beginning and developing jazz improvisers. What's some things that you think that every jazz musician needs to know at the development stage?
I think listening to jazz is one of the most important things because it can make you really enthused. And the other thing is if you've got a good teacher, so you can get your instrument together, and then you're listening to jazz and you try to play what you hear in your head.
Listening is a very important thing as a developing jazz musician. Any particular recordings you think are super important for young musicians to listen to?
I think the first one that comes to mind is Kinda Blue by Miles Davis, and then maybe the one called Now's the Time by Charlie Parker. And then there's a whole host of others like Something Else, Cannonball Adderley with Miles Davis. And people like Hank Mobley, Soul Station. And then listen to maybe someone like Stanley Turrentine on saxophone, playing sugar and bluesy type tunes and ballads. Chet Baker on trumpet player for melodicism and playing the changes and kind of playing by ear. There's a lot of people, but you start with one album and one CD and wear it out. Play it every day for a month. Then get your horn out and maybe try to play along with it, even though you won't know what key you're in or whatever, but it's just fun.
That's something I did as well as play with a lot of your play-alongs. So thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate all you've done for jazz education. And if you have any last-minute words, we'd like to hear from you.
If you're young, I would get my volume 21 and 24 and volume 1 and practice. Volume 1 can take care of you, get you on your road, but some people get a little confused with it because they're not quite sure what to do. But like volume 24, it's got all the major keys, all the minor keys for about 5 minutes apiece. So that really gets your fingerings and your mind and your sharps and flats and your key signatures together. And then volume 21 takes you a little bit further in that each track goes through all 12 keys. If I'd had that when I was 12, 13, 14 years old, it would have made a big difference. I would have been a jazz player and playing and having fun and being pleased with what I play 10 years, 15 years before I did. I was probably 30 years old before I really started playing kind of what I heard in my head. So you got to have a good foundation.
Great. And where can they pick that up?
They pick it up at jazzbooks.com or at your favorite music store if they handle Aebersold play-alongs.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate all you've done. Thanks a lot.